Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Peter and I wanted to show you a little script I wrote today just to make TRX hunting a little bit more convenient. When I'm looking for interesting stations, I'm usually using the reverse beacon network because it's just the fastest. So until the stations show up in my log program, it's sometimes a little bit delayed, so this is much more convenient for me to do this. Also, I have immediately know how fast they are and so on. So if, for example, if I would be interested in this Belgian station here, I would change the band and just tune to the frequency. So this is okay, but it's not very convenient. So I thought, wouldn't it be cool if I could just click on the frequency on every page where I see an interesting station and my radio would change the frequency? For example, going on this and just change the frequency. So I wrote a little script which does exactly this, and it works obviously for most of the common pages, like as you can see, SOTA Watch or probably POTA. Here we have a nice station somewhere in the US, and I go with the context menu, send to radio, and it just changes the frequency. But seriously, let's have a look how I did this. So let's have a look at the structure. So Chrome offers you the opportunity to build your own extensions, which is quite convenient. So I made a little Chrome extension, what you saw in the context menu. And the Chrome extension, what it does is everything you highlight and then press the button send to radio, it just sends it via an HTTP post to a little Python script. And the Python script opens a little web server, a Flask web server. This is a very, very little tiny web server. It takes whatever you highlighted and processes it. It's called here logic core, but basically it looks if it is a number, if it is a frequency, and then it converts it to the cut command which your radio understands. Yeah? We will have a look later at this. Then it uses a library which is called OmniPyric. OmniPyric is a library to send API calls to OmniRig, the well-known software OmniRig, which you probably use for your Log4j or other software. And my OmniRig is usually connected to the serial port or the virtual serial port, which goes to my radio. So basically what you need is OmniRig, you have to have a running Python and obviously Chrome. And everything runs obviously on Windows systems because I don't have a Mac. So let's start with the extension. If you go into your browser, your Chrome browser, and you type extensions, you end up with this page here. So far, if I go here, go on the frequency, you can see nothing happens. So I have to add my extension. It's important that you enable developer mode. So I just say load unpacked, and I just open the folder where the extension is. If I go on the folder, so it's just a folder with my Python script, but it's important these two files, background.js and manifest.json, these two little files. You can find them also in my GitHub folder. So you just open it and you can see, okay, now we have a peak frequency. So from this point on, I can use it. And I can just go here and I will have a new context menu, for example here, and can say send to radio, and you can see it works quite fine. So this is very easy. The second thing you have to take care of is obviously to run the little server. So I made myself a little batch file to start it, and I just click on it, and then you can see, okay, it runs through it and it detects my radio. As I said, it's made for an FT710. So now you see nothing. So it gets more interesting if I do something. So for example, if I go on this frequency, just push it in one corner, and then probably something which we don't have so far. I said send to radio. You can see here it got exactly the string 21,061 and it converted it to the cut command which the radio understands. So the same would be if I go here. So it translated. I can also obviously also mark some nonsense like RBN hole and then send it to the radio, and it says, okay, RBN hole invalid frequency format. So obviously it's not a frequency. Same goes for the reverse beacon network. For example, here's somebody from France. It's quite close to me probably, so I will just have a look if I can hear him. Can I hear him? No. Just make another try. A German station in Portugal. Oh, fine. So I would be able to work him now. So I think this is quite cool. So I have uploaded everything for you to GitHub, and you can find it under my call sign Delta Kilo 3 Romeo November. And it's basically 3 files. It's one Python file, which is called FAQ Picker, and which starts the server and all the stuff you need, and background.js and manifest.json you need for the extension. You can leave everything in the same folder. So also I added a description how you get it running. So if you look at the actual file, you can see it's only 2 functions. It's one function which formats the string. So basically it looks if it is a number and then puts it in the right format so that I get a nice cut string for the YesoCat interface. And the other one starts this tiny local web server so that I can send it somewhere and then send the command via OmniPyRig to OmniRig. OmniPyRig is, by the way, quite a convenient tool. It's developed by Jill for Zulu 1 Kilo Delta, and it's basically a wrapper around the common object model which the OmniRig uses. And this is way more complicated than what I did, but if you're interested in this, it's very convenient and easy to use. I might do another video where for other project where I use this. Anyhow, I hope this helps you a little bit. For me, this is much more convenient than to tune manually to the frequency. And so let's good luck with it, and hope it helps.